Quick question, man. Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters of the nation of Israel. It's your brother Ananias once again for A.O.I, the awakening of Israel. And as always, it's an honor, it's a privilege to come before you today, this morning. Happy Sabbath to you all, by the way. And we got to give our honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God of Israel for the strength and guidance and example and sacrifice, of his son Christ, the Black Messiah, our Messiah for the nation of Israel. You know, it's an honor, it's a privilege as always. And I got a quick question to be answered, which is, what race are you running? Wake up every day, every morning. You know, you need to be looking yourself in the mirror and asking yourself, what race are you running? You know, what race are you running? What are you running for? What are you running to and fro in this world for? If you in this truth, what are you racing for? How hard are you willing to race? You know, what's the point? Are you running hard enough? Are you really trying to win? Are you just in the race to say you in the race? These are the questions that we need to be asking each other, or asking ourselves as brothers and sisters of the nation of Israel. What race are you running? And are you really trying to win? Or are you just in it for the hell of it? Just to say I'm in the race. You know, these are the questions that we need to be asking ourselves. Let's go to Romans 13 and 11 right quick. Book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And it reads, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe." You can see it clear as day. It's more evident now than ever. You see all the things going around in the world, all the things that's constantly happening. The world is not going back to what it used to be, you know. So stop thinking that. Get that out your mindset. But all the different things that you see happening all around the world, and you see it in the scriptures. Yet and still you want to get in the race and you want to run half-ass. You know, you don't want to put the foot to the throttle. You don't want to push hard, knowing that your salvation is nearer than you anticipated, than you ever thought before. Things are coming to pass more and more apparent these days due to the fact that our brothers and sisters are waking up. So does that mean take the foot off the gas because the finish line is right there? No. If you're trying to win the race, you go hard until you cross that line. You know, what race are you running? It's in these high times, knowing the time, that it is high time to awake out of sleep. You've been awakened out of the world. Don't fall asleep in the truth. You know, keep pushing, keep going, push harder each and every day that you have an opportunity to do so. This ain't the time to slack off. What's going on in the world, let it go on. You know, and I know that the things that are in the world are not going to benefit us. It don't matter how hard we work. It don't matter how many females we talk to. You know, how many videos you watch. If you ain't putting in that work to go with it, it's all in vain. You know, you're trying to get as much money as possible. For what? It don't got your face on it, brothers and sisters. It's all in vanity. You trying to survive in a kingdom that will chew you up and spit you out. And they don't give a damn how hard you work. Understand that. So the Lord is asking you, what type of race are you running? You know, let's go to 1 Corinthians 9 and 24 right quick. 1 Corinthians 9 and 24. And it reads, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain." The Lord said, don't you know that everybody running in the race? You the only ones, if you in this truth, you the only one that had the true knowledge as to how to win the race. You are the only ones who are guaranteed to win the race when you run by what's required or when you run by the rules. You see, because the ways of the world will tell you that everybody can win the race through their vain philosophies and deceits. The other nations, these Christian pastors, they'll tell you that anybody can win the race. That ain't what the scriptures say. That ain't what the Lord say, you know. But the Lord, I'm going to read it again. He said, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all." Everybody who in this race supposed to be running. But it said, but one receiveth the prize. Why you see everybody running this way, that way, this way, that way. The damn finish line is straight ahead. But you got folks running backwards, running to the left, to the right. We supposed to be running forward, pushing toward the kingdom. Knowing and being in this truth, you know what it takes to get there. You just got to put forth the energy. You got to put that hand to the plow and be ready to put that work in. It says, so run that ye may obtain. Everyone is racing, but where are you racing? What race are you running? Are you racing trying to live a vain life? You trying to get your name in bright lights? Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to become a celebrity? Are you trying to get all the fancy toys? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to save your own household, your own family? Are you even trying to run to save yourself to get that prize at the end, your inheritance? What are you doing? What are you racing toward? Understand that, man. Let's go to 2 Timothy 2, 2 and 5. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 5. And it reads, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So we talking about that race again. If a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. You running this race, any race, you got to run by the rules that are governed around that race. Just as any other sport or any other type of activity in this lifetime, it got rules to abide by. You can't win the race doing what the hell you want to do. The start line right here and the finish line right here, they say go, you run backwards. That's what a lot of our brothers and sisters in this truth are doing, running backwards instead of running forward. The heat is being turned up. Instead of pushing harder, you letting off the gas. Things are turning up, you letting off the gas. You turning on the AC, you trying to cruise, thinking it's guaranteed that you're going to make it there. No, brothers and sisters, put your foot to the plow, put your pedal to the metal, and strive harder, harder, harder each and every day. It says, if a man strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned? When you pushing in and you putting in that work, are you not going to be crowned? That's what you should be putting in your work for anyway. Keeping these commandments day in and day out, teaching your brothers and sisters, being that example you were created to be. If a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. If he strive lawfully. Let's go to Baruch 4:1 right quick. How do you strive lawfully to win that race? Let's go to Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. It said, this is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. That's how we're going to strive to win this race, by keeping these commandments, these laws, statutes, and commandments. It said, for all they keep it shall come to life. You should be striving for eternal life right now. You shouldn't be striving to now make it in a wicked ass kingdom. The Lord takes care of you. So why don't you take care of the Lord by doing what he tell you to do? Stop making excuses, brothers and sisters. It ain't no damn excuse. Damn. How many times we going to continue to make excuses? We got to continue to push forward harder and harder and harder. Think about it. If you want that damn house to cover your shame and you got to build it, you're going to go out there every day adding on to that damn house so you can take care and cover yourself and your family. If you got to build that house, you out there every day building it. Why not the same for your people? Why not the same for the Lord who wake you up every morning? Why continue to make excuses saying I'm tired, I got something else to do? If the Lord, if it was up to you to build your own houses and build your own cars, you'd be out there putting in work every damn day. But when it comes to putting in work for the Lord, you want to lay down. You want to make excuses. The Lord said in Romans 13:11, knowing the time, it's high time you wake the hell up. Stop making excuses. Let's go to Proverbs 10:16 right quick. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 16. We can't continue down this same road of slothfulness. The Lord is asking you just like I'm asking you. What race are you running? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 10, verse 16. It said, the labor of the righteous, tendeth to life. The fruit of the wicked to sin. You see that? It say the labor of the righteous tendeth to life. If you in this truth and you pushing hard every day to keep these commandments, you doing what? You tending to life. You trying to gain that eternal life. You trying to make sure that your people understand what's at stake, and you trying to bring them life. It said the fruit of the wicked is to sin, though. We want to make excuses. We want to take our foot off the pedal. Hey, that's wickedness. We going off into sin, poverty. We letting down our brothers and sisters, whether we know it or not. It ain't no excuses. We got to put that work in constantly, day in and day out. The Lord ain't say keep my commandments Monday through Wednesday. He said forever, throughout your generation. You don't have a day to make up an excuse not to keep the commandments. Understand that. Let's go to, let me jump down to 28 right quick. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 28. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. You see that? The hope of the righteous. What is righteous? Keeping God's commandments. So being a righteous brother or sister in this truth, your hope of righteousness shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. It shall perish. You trying to make it to the limelight. Foolishness. You trying to walk down that red carpet. For what? Your name, your face is all over the TV, if that's what you so desire. But your people still getting gunned down every day. They have no clue, no idea as to who the hell they are or what's going on in this world. No clue. And you don't even give a damn. You all about you now. You came out of the world to come into the truth, but you still got a mindset of dealing with only you. You selfish as hell and you wicked as hell. The Lord said the hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. Stop making excuses. You ain't in this truth for yourself. You're not learning. You're not reading for yourself. Stop making damn excuses and put the hand to the plow. Get out there for your people. Keep these commandments for the Lord. It's for your good and for the nation's good. The expectation of the wicked shall perish. All that vainglory, celebrating these wicked ass holidays, out there trying to get as much money as you can to pay your damn oppressor to stay broke is all in vain. But when you uplift your people and bring them back to life, everything flips and you get rulership, you get salvation. That's a reward at the end. You can chase money all your life. By the time you get the amount that you think you're going to need to retire, now you're too old to do any damn thing. Now you look around and your family's still damn destroyed. Everybody having kids with that person, ain't nobody married. You're letting your kids and your family grow up to marry the other nations. Wives cheating on husbands, husband cheating on wives. The communities, the neighborhood, our nation is still destroyed. Why? Because you didn't give a damn. Why? Because you wanted to satisfy your own glory. Stop making damn excuses. You got time each and every day to put in work. Damn, Esau standing over your back with that whip, then you ready to put that work in, and you ain't getting nothing out the deal. But you're steady lining up to do his bidding because he set up a system to make you think that you got to go clock in for him to make ends meet, to stay broke. Keep trusting in oppression if you want to. But from there, let's go to 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10, and it reads, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So we all have heard this before, what work you put in, you're going to be judged for, whether it be good or bad. So the mindset you should be having is you need to be putting in work for the kingdom, doing the things that please the Most High. The Lord ain't got time for your excuses. Christ ain't got time for your excuses. The man gave his life for you. You ain't even willing to put down the damn remote control to go put some work in. You ain't willing to put the damn pepperoni pizza down. But you talking about you gonna make it to the kingdom. Our people are so damn confused, so damn lost, it's pitiful. You know? You got brothers and sisters that's in the truth, that's putting in work. You got the damn so-called Christian who say they've been in church all their damn life. We'll reject what a person who got to understand, who's in the truth, can break down the scriptures, and we'll reject their knowledge and try to cater to somebody who say, I don't even believe in the Most High. And if you want to be friends with me, you better not bring that up. And yet and still, they will spend more time with that individual that say, I don't believe in God. Don't bring it up. Don't bring that name up or none of that when you're dealing with me. They'll spend more time with a person like that versus somebody who got an understanding in his truth, that seeks and stays in the scriptures day in and day out. That's how backwards we are as a people. And you got nerve to sit there and make up excuses, seeing the decayed state of our people, the lower state of our people. We still trying to make excuses for who? The Lord ain't got time for it. You ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. That's why I'm going to continue to strive each and every day for my people, for my household, for myself, for salvation, for the Lord. Understand that. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 10, verse 33. 2nd Ezra chapter 10, verse 33. And the Lord said, and he said unto me, stand up manfully, and I will advise thee. A lot of us scared. I'm just put it like that, scared. Claiming you this, claiming you that, you're scared. Why? The Lord said, don't fear nothing. I'm with you. But you're making excuses rather than putting that hand to the plow. You're doing everything for your damn enemy, even though you hate him. You're doing everything for him, and you hating to put in the work for the Lord. You're making excuses. Damn, brothers and sisters. What it gonna take? I know being in this truth, these curses ain't they don't disappear. They still in effect. But damn, we all know about these curses. If you in this truth, you know about the curses. You know what's going on. Why are you still with the damn worldly mindset, still making excuses? What is it gonna take? Don't let the Lord put you on your deathbed for you to goddamn want to put in real work. Understand that. He said, when you're scared, he said, stand up manfully, and I will advise thee. You don't know what the hell to do? Ask the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Fast for the Lord to give you understanding. Stop making excuses. The Lord said, when you do what he tell you to do, he'll make your enemies your footstool. He will make your enemies to have compassion upon you when you doing what's required. Some of you brothers, some of you sisters got to get it in your mind that that is what's going to happen. You have to have faith in it. You got to have faith in what you're doing is for the betterment of your people, betterment of yourselves or your household. You know, you can't keep being in your feelings. And it don't always have to start with one individual. You know, everybody can contribute. Hey, you don't pray as much in your household. Hey, set a time. You want it done? Hey, grab everybody when you see fit. When you get home from doing whatever you got to do, everybody hit their knees, facing the east, hands toward heaven, praying. It don't take long to do so. The Lord don't want to hear you rambling. He know what you need, but he want to see, are you diligent enough to even come to him and thank him and praise him? It don't take no more than 2 to 3 minutes to shoot up a prayer. You know, make a time. Sit your family down day in and day out. Make it a custom in your household to be serving the Lord, not making excuses, continually going off and sin, sitting, being idle as hell. idle-minded. Stand up manfully. Be that example that you need to be and stop making excuses. Let's go to Colossians 3:24. Is that what I want? Yeah. Colossians chapter 3, verse 24. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. And knowing that the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. Matter of fact, let me jump over to 23. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. That's why we run in this race, to receive that inheritance that's promised to us when and only when we put that work in. Not half-assing, not doing what we want to do, not moving as if we can do what the hell we want to do, like we still in the world, like we ain't got no understanding, like we can continue on with these damn excuses. Stop pointing the finger, put in the damn work. For the what? For your kingdom that's at stake. For your people who you love. For your nation who God chose. The Israelites, the nation of Israel, each and every day. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 6. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 6. Because you're trying to win this race, but you got to run the race in order to win it. You can't sit on the sidelines with your damn pom-poms and your damn juicy juice, your Capri Suns and your hot Doritos, your damn Takis, eating thinking that you're going to make it into the kingdom by watching others race. It don't work like that. The Lord chose you. He chose you for a reason. To get up each and every day to fear him first off, but to keep his commandments and live. Think about that. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 6. It says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one go there at once. Is this city, if this city were now given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So what is the Lord doing right here? He comparing the kingdom of heaven to a city set before or on the other end of a path of danger in order to receive it. You got fire on the right hand and a deep water to drown in on the left hand side. But you got to walk that straight and narrow path that's only fit for one individual to walk at a time. If you don't go through those things, how can you receive that kingdom? Or like we talking about, how can you win that race? If you're not willing to go through that fire and that water to reach that kingdom, you'll never get there. So as many talkies, juicy juices that you decide to eat, cheering on the side with your pom-poms, that ain't going to get you into the kingdom. Sitting back, watching everybody else put work in, that ain't going to get you into the kingdom. It ain't going to get you nothing but a damn sideline pass, goddamn, where you can look before that destruction comes. So again, I ask you just like the Lord asked us, what race are you running? Are you really trying to win? Are you really trying to put that work in? Because it's crunch time and the finish line is right there in front of you. All the things you're seeing transpire in this world right now are showing you prophecy coming to be fulfilled. You are that remnant that the kingdom is promised to. You are the generation that has been awoken to change the world, change the future. What are you willing to do? Continue in oppression, trusting in your enemy? Or are you going to trust in the Lord and put that hand to the plow and keep pushing forward? That's the question. Do you want the kingdom or not? Or do you just want to continue to make excuses not to run hard in this race? Ask yourself that. Each and every day that you wake up, you look yourself in that mirror, ask yourself, am I running this race to win, or am I just running this race to say I'm in the race? That's the question. And I hope you will learn that you learn something. I pray that you understand the message, you know, and I pray that you brothers and sisters push harder and harder each and every day that you're granted to open your eyes and see. Remember to praise the Lord, acknowledge him in all things, you know, and keep pushing. I'm your brother Ananias for A.O.I, and I say shalom to you.